some, though, that neighbor can be a constant fly in the ointment. One that annoys you, makes your life an absolute nightmare. And when that happens, a backyard brawl is coming. Get lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So West Virginia's offense will have the football first. The brawl was more of a beatdown the last time these two met as Pitt won in a blowout.
Man, last time they played, it looked like Dan Marino, Tony Dorsett, Mark May, they were all out there on the field because the Pitt offense was up and down, lighting up the score.
And obviously, if you have that kind of day, West Virginia better be ready to respond. A year of talking about that, a year of getting smacked around in the backyard brawl, better bring some fire this year.
Finds the tight end. That had all the makings of, pardon me, windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hubbard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Under fire. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Pittsburgh's offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got a man, it's Smith. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Pitt pushing the pace. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt.
Can I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the right. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. At the 45 on his way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. It's complete on the right side. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. From the gun, running back on the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. The quick out. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Panthers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Pittsburgh, 14. West Virginia, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ward. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to sneak it. So many rivalries built on proximity, and Pitt and West Virginia have been squaring off in their backyard since 1895.
And it's just crazy to think about. A rivalry that goes that far back, so close to each other. It means so much for a year of bragging rights, partner.
Well, and the hate started in 1895, and every single year, every time these two teams play, you just see that on the field.
They'll move the tight end. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Jukes his way for more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Catch in the middle, it's late. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Mountaineers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Panthers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
So now it's 2nd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Carr. Starting to feel a little pressure. Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Another incompletion on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Hilton. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Panthers in the hurry-up. He'll run it again. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Hilton. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Big guy smells it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half.
West Virginia, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Hilton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're going back to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Yeah, right back to the line. Smith takes the handoff. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The give to the tailback. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued. Hail to Pitt as the Panthers extend their lead in the brawl.
And Pitt has completely seized momentum. Everything seems to be going their way, so West Virginia needs something to go right for them to slow this down.
They got to start throwing back. It's the backyard brawl. It's not. They got to do something about this and muck it up, dirty it up, make a play here in this second half to try to get back in this football game.
West Virginia hasn't the offense ready to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Makes the catch. It's Hilton. After the filthy move, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Hubbard. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lay. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Cornelius. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Panthers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Pittsburgh, 42. West Virginia, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on their leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the top. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Cornelius. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nestles it in at the 35. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Briggs. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. on the option. The pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Here's the heat. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brigg. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. He'll be stopped at the 41, but gave him 10 on that play. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. It was the first college football game ever broadcast on the radio, and across all manner of airwaves in this one, it is Pitt who emerges victorious in the backyard brawl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.